Martz Group, a century of service.
Frank Martz Sr. founded Martz Trailways, the home company of the Martz Group, in 1908. Frank Martz Jr. succeeded his father in 1936 and guided the firm through the challenges of the Great Depression and World War II, his stewardship ending in 1964. The work of both pioneers paved the way for the new accomplishments of the founder's grandson and great-grandson, Frank Martz Henry, chairman of the Martz Group, and Scott Henry, president of the Martz Group.
Frank Martz Sr. started in 1908 by transporting miners to collieries in towns just south of Wilkes-Barre, PA. But he didn't just transport miners, he also transported coal. Shown in this photo are trucks that he used to transport the coal. They are parked at the original garage of White Transit in Plymouth, PA. White Transit was the name for Frank Martz Sr.'s Wilkes-Barre inner-city transit operation, his first major expansion in 1912.
Every generation of the company's leadership has recognized that professional and dedicated employees have made the firm's success possible. Shown in this photo are some of the early drivers who lived Frank Martz Sr.'s credo of safety, courtesy, and service for White Transit. And starting in 1922, his intercity and interstate express service points as far as Detroit and Chicago. It was this express service that led to the incorporation of the Frank Martz Coach Company in 1927.
The 1912 White, shown here, is still operable today, and that makes it a true treasure. It is now the oldest antique bus in the country. Frank Martz Sr. used it as the first bus of the expanded fleet in his Wilkes-Barre inner-city transit routes. He charged a nickel a ride, and gasoline back in 1912 was only 6 cents a gallon.
All four generations have been consistent in quickly serving their patrons with the latest developments in motor coach construction and design. For example, air conditioning didn't come into vogue with motor coaches until 1937, but Frank Martz Sr. added air conditioning motor coaches to his fleet in 1935. Frank Martz Jr. was among the first to offer an air-ride suspension in the early 1950s, and he was only second motor coach operator in the nation to install two-way radios.
Martz became so well known that they became involved in unusual events like Evel Knievel's jump over a lineup of 15 Martz motor coaches at Pocono Downs, near Wilkes-Barre, in 1971. A scene for the movie That Championship Season was filmed at the Martz Scranton Terminal, and a Martz motor coach was prominently featured in the movie Live Free or Die Hard in 2007.
In 1972, Frank Martz Henry built a terminal on Public Square in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. The most recent terminals were built in the Poconos to serve the growing demands of their commuter businesses. In 2005, a full-service maintenance facility was added at the Delaware Water Gap Terminal. The Frank Martz Group celebrated their 100th anniversary, a century of service, and they are looking forward to spending their second century with you every mile of the way.